Door 100 is incredibly hard, especially for new players. I would go as far as saying this is the hardest boss fight in the game. Yeah, it's that bad. Before we understand Door 100, let's understand Figure's AI. You can skip to the time on screen if you've already watched my Door 50 video, as this is the exact same explanation as that. He has 3 states. Firstly, his idle state, where he roams around the library. He can go almost everywhere in this phase, and he walks faster than you move while crouching, but there are some safe spots which we will get to later. There's also this stupid requirement where he tries to stay in 100 studs of you whenever possible. This is the reason for it if he starts camping you. However, you can use this to your advantage. Say I want to make Figure go up these stairs. I just need to stay against this wall and he should eventually go up, and then I can leave, making him effectively stuck upstairs for up to 30 seconds. If he touches you while in any of the phases he will kill you. He doesn't do 100 damage, he insta-kills you. Now we have his second phase, his investigation phase. He will enter this phase if he hears a quiet sound which is relatively close to him. He will slowly walk over to the source of the sound. He will go back to idle after a few seconds or after he reaches the source of the sound. Now we have his last phase, his enraged phase. He will enter this phase if he hears a loud sound or footsteps. He will roar like this when he enters this phase. He will continue to do this roar until he exits this phase. He will start running towards the source of the sound. However, even once he reaches it, he may still run around aimlessly. He will only go back to idle after a certain amount of time, which depends on how long and loud the sound was. He runs faster than you walk, however is slow on turns, so try to take as many sharp turns as you can. Around obstacles, of course, footsteps will only alert him if you're in a certain range of him. My rule is that if you can hear his footsteps, he can hear yours. Now, there are 2 ways to beat it, one very easy way, and one normal way. Let's start with the easy way. In all basement rooms, a smoothie will spawn. It will be somewhere in the basement. If you can't find it in one, don't worry, keep on looking in basements till the huge room 61 basement. After this, it's possible you don't get another basement room, so search this one until you find it. And if dread spawns, simply leave. You could still find another smoothie after this room. Once you reach door 100, go down to the rift, and put the smoothie in. This transforms it. Now take it out and drink it. You can now see where all the fuses and Figure are at all times. Now let's get to how to actually beat it. This method works regardless of whether or not you have the smoothie. When you pull the lever, immediately turn back and crouch. This will let you phase through Figure and go up the staircase, without going back into the maze or any other areas. This glitch sounds risky, but it's really not. It's incredibly easy. You'll even be fine if you crouch late. However, at the end of the day, this is still a glitch, and it may be patched. And a lot of people don't like exploiting glitches, so here's the other way you can do it. If you have a lock pick, open up this breaker room before pulling the lever. Once you pull the lever, crouch and enter the breaker room, then you can go back up the stairs. If you don't have a lock pick, simply run straight until you find a locker, and then hide in it. There's no heartbeat mini game. Wait for Figure to go, then leave and go up the staircase. While crouching, of course, Figure can sometimes hear you get out of the closet. If this happens, simply turn around and go back in. Once you've made it to the staircase, go up and check this area for fuses. You can also find the key over here. Make sure to check all the shelves, including the ones near and in the stairwell. Next you can go down here to the rift. Any item you put here will show up in the next run's lobby. Now let's go to the maze. This is where Figure can roam. Here's the layout for the maze. There are 3 types of safe spots. Fully safe spots, which you can go AFK in, marked in green. Semi-safe spots, which you will need to move around in to stay fully safe, marked in yellow. And risky safe spots, which Figure may be able to corner you in depending on his path, marked in orange. The only real AFK safe spots are the entrance, and all of these closets, as there is no hide or heartbeat mini game, but there's also one here. I haven't fully tested it, but I've never seen Figure go down here. There is one semi-safe spot. Here, Figure can get you through the wall. Stay away from the wall unless Figure reaches close to you on the other side, then hug it. There are also 2 over here, in the corners. They only work if Figure goes down the opposite path when entering this room. If Figure goes from the lower half, only this safe spot is safe, and if Figure goes from the upper half, only this safe spot is safe. And there are a few risky safe spots. Firstly, over here, Figure doesn't go through it too often, and you can hide in closets if he ever does, but you need to keep good track of Figure when you're here. The last 2 risky safe spots are over here. Firstly here where figure rarely goes, and then in this room, where figure goes quite often, but it's possible to dodge him. But not always, and it's incredibly difficult, so I recommend trying to stay here instead, as there are closets for you to hide in. Now for your path through the maze, you will take on 3 individual rooms independently, as well as their respective hallways. The order in which you take on the 3 rooms is entirely up to you, it doesn't really matter. Let's start off with this small left side room. Wait for figure to go down this hallway, then make your way down this hallway, checking for fuses as you go, and wait for figure to check this room, and start leaving, then quickly enter this room, search for any fuses, and leave. If figure is still far, quickly check the closed side of this hallway immediately. If not, wait for him to check the room and go back again, then make your way back to the start. Now the middle room, wait for figure to start going in this direction down this hallway, and then enter the room, pick up any fuses. If figure enters, go towards this side and check which side he goes to, then go and hide in the safe spot on the opposite side. After you've picked up all the fuses here, then go down here and check the rest of this hallway for fuses. Then make your way back to the maze entrance. Now the right side room, go down through this hallway and enter this room, then check it for fuses. If figure comes, go to this safe spot and hug the wall. Make sure not to hug the wall when he leaves, he can get you. Once you've collected all the fuses, wait here for figure to go this way, then leave and go back to this safe spot, and make your way back to the maze entrance. And that's it, you're basically done. It is very hard to die after this. Now use your key to unlock the breaker room. If you haven't lockpicked it, then open the puzzle, starting this cutscene. Now you need to complete the puzzle. It will flash with a filled or empty in square, and a number right next to it. If the square is filled in, you need to turn on the corresponding switch. If the square is empty, it should be off. You have unlimited time to complete this mini game. The first phase is at a very slow pace, and the second phase is faster, with more switches needing to be turned on. In the third phase, not only do you have to turn on over half the switches at a very fast speed, but the last switch will show us question on during your first attempt, then question off during your second. To combat this, turn on all of the switches the moment the phase starts, then only look for the switches you need to turn off. After this, figure will, quote unquote, chase you to the elevator. Once you reach it, congrats, you've beat door 100, and thus the hotel. If you still can't always beat the library, here's a tutorial on that, and if this video helped you, consider liking and subscribing, but of course, only if you want.